Jack Allen's YouTube channel. Hey, how you doing, you critters? Yeah.
Here's your clue for this episode. Hello there.
Hello there.
Yes, you got it. You got it, you guys. You're going to get a little taste of the old Cerro Gordo. You know, I should welcome a lot of you who are new. So if you're new to the channel, if you come over from Heavy D and whatnot, welcome in, you guys. Happy to have you. I think you'll enjoy the things that you see and the experiences that you have vicariously through the magic of YouTube. So I would have to say that my number one question that I've had since we went up to Cerro Gordo and hauled that water tank up was, did you really do that voice at the beginning of Heavy D's first episode? And to that, all I have to say is 9,000 feet above the burning sands of Death Valley lies Jax, and here I am. And I'm just here to show you that voice most definitely was done by me, right here, using rock vocal power, the power underneath my beard in my vocal cords. Yea, there is but one man with enough raw... Oh, anyway, you guys, I've always loved doing voiceovers. It's impersonations. Yeah, I love it. And you may have seen it as you followed along, a few things I've teased about with before, but I love impersonations and I love voiceovers. So with that, I'm gonna get out of the way. We've got some more great YouTube content coming up, some great projects. I still have some stuff that actually kind of got log jammed, some trucking trips that I've already done that I wasn't able to get edited and up yet. So you're going to see some of those coming along. We need to get caught up on those. Some great adventures on the road. There's more ventures coming. We have this drought deal to figure out. We have a little bit of a change of pace from what we've done in the past for the straw situation. Was not able to procure the straw like we used last year. So we're going to have to kind of change course there a little bit. There's a lot more stuff coming up. Thank you guys that have supported the channel through the website. Really, really happy for that, and thankful to you all. So with that, I'm going to go to the shop. I got some work to do. You guys enjoy Cerro Gordo, the giant tank adventure through the eyes of Jax and those in the crew, tasked with the impossible, raising 40,000 gallons of hope, 40,000 gallons of prayers and desire to the tops of the peaks. We will achieve greatness this day. You shall follow along. Okay.
Well, we just ran over an elk, which is never good. That's the main reason you want to check after you run something over. You don't want to lose that line.
Oh, there you go. Right there.
Darn it. I don't think we heard anything. I mean, well, we killed it, but I don't think that the... I think I got moved over enough that he just barely winged him. I hate that. I hate that because I feel bad, you know? But it was a heck of a bump. So what happened, I'm cruising along out here in the dark in Idaho, and a car passes me with a U-Haul, and no big deal. Of course, because they passed me, I dimmed my lights,
And I'm going along, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, seemingly in the dark, is a elk calf curled up right on my tire line, just in from the center line. My guess, of course, it all happens this fast, but my guess is he got winged by a car, and the poor little guy couldn't get off the road. Of course, wasn't in very good shape. May have already been dead, I don't even know. But it happens this fast because, you know, there's the U-Haul, then bam, here's this little elk, and I moved over as quick as I could safely, and my front tire ran over part of him, and you know, it was a big bump. Thankfully the U-Haul didn't hit it, because in a car it would have sent him for a major ride if they'd gone over it. So I think I just got it with my front tire, and then anyway, and then I think he hit my lift axle tire, and by then I'd got moved over enough. But I hate that. It's hard on equipment, and of course you feel bad for them little buggers. But yep, that's me. And you're probably wondering, how did I get myself there? Was that how it goes? Is that how they say it? Oh man, probably wondering what kind of adventure I'm going on. I haven't told you yet, have I? I'm still not going to tell you. I'm just going to let you take some clues, some context clues from my surroundings. We got to make some room, so we're gonna get the cab over, hooked up to the low boy, get the Sandy loader loaded on the back, unhook this baby, get some stuff switched around, and get this convoy going. Gun down.
What are these guys?
All those? Verify. I triple verify.
I've been doing lots of walk-arounds lately.
Oh,
wow. Scales and weigh the back of this.
Yeah, I mean, worst case, if we get weighed somewhere, we're gonna have a lot more troubles.
Yeah.
What's that? Yeah?
Hold on a sec. Is it all right?
Hey,
I know.
still got it.
I still got it. I'm still
got
straight.
it. It's still straight.
Thank goodness.
And Jimbo's still got it. He can still put a clip in. 1 year later.
Yep, clipping it. All right. Don't let this one run over your pal.
Okay, like that, we're rocked and stocked. Got the old Sandy on there. Look at this big old thing. She's a beast. A beast. Okay, we're good. I think we might put a four-wheeler maybe down into the bucket, possibly. I think we're running short. Should have her about balanced out right for the old Pete. I need to go get an air gauge and double check my tires. That one looks just a touch squishy. But the old scabby cabbie has just been itching for some work to do. We got her, so we're loaded. We got to get Dave's truck hooked up to the Craftsman, and then the 8x8. They're still mad scrambling to get the 8x8 finished up. I think they're building some kind of big giant cradle thing to try to cradle this thing that we're hauling up. So. I think we're good, man. I think it's like 95 degrees for a little Montana boy with a Montana beard and hair. Whew. So, all right, well, let's go see what else Hans has for us to do. He's the real boss. And little Boogie. Oh yeah, beauty.
I think I figured the trick out.
Yeah? What?
With the strap, I can't show you on this one, that's too short.
Oh, the trick. The trick.
trick.
Yeah. This is the trick. Call it the bow tie. Hey y'all, we got her loaded up. We're finally loaded. We've been loading for most of the afternoon, but you know, you get this and then you get that and then you remember, oh, we gotta do this and everything else. But look at them beautiful skies, beautiful loads. Heavy D's got his magic machine. You guys aren't gonna believe what we do with that thing tomorrow. It's all here, we're ready to rock. So let's get the show on the road and see what the Nevada desert has to offer. Minds of Madness.
Never heard of it.
Well, our
We're
stereo isn't working, so
Yeah. We're just enjoying each other's company, unlike some people apparently.
No, we don't have stereo either. We have a Bluetooth speaker going. Oh,
Well.
what a
Jackson Allen's YouTube channel. Hey, how you doing, you critters?
he's the crazy guy. Crazy guy from the podcast. Listen here, you little fritters.
You do have a very maniacal look when you get the. Yeah, totally.
You guys listen to murder podcasts.
You about lost a chain.
Yeah,
Yeah, they was just flopping.
a loose one
Yeah, way loose.
or a tail. There it is. Fresh as a spring daisy. Ready to rick, rock, and roll. Baby. These are the essentials, right? The fruits. Butter. I was just telling them these are the essentials. I was like, Diesel brought me the essentials.
This is my essential.
That's all I need. Give Bud a cig,
cig,
hour or two of sleep, Mountain Dew. You're ready to rock and roll. Oh, that was actually a pretty good sleep, y'all. It was pretty good. It was brief, but it was good. Brief but good. Just doing a quick little walk around. This is Hans's little trick here. It's actually pretty cool. Calling it the bow tie. Yeah. Got the spares good. Chain. Oh yeah. Whoa. Yep. I don't want that one too tight. Our last little run over the hill. I think it's 170 miles ish. That's good. Locks are good. Well, I can use a crank or two. Or 3. I noticed this tire was low yesterday, so I topped her off, and I see orange peels. I was peeling oranges. That's my injury. It's just very slightly seeping. I think we're all right. Just keep adding to her till I get home. Keep her topped off. So the plan today is get over the hill, and I'm still not gonna say anything about what we're doing yet. Well, time you watch this, you'll kind of know what's going on, so maybe it don't matter. But we pull this off. I think this will literally be one of the most amazing things, just to behold. Just one of those things that'll just be insane, just to be there and watch it, and see it go down. This army truck setup, I think we're actually naming this thing Atlas. I think that's the new name now. But it's going to be carrying a load. It's going to be almost 3 stories tall, going up the hill. And you know, like right now, you're like, oh, it doesn't seem too high. But once we get her up and on and strapped and chained and locked and loaded, I think it's just going to be something where you go, wow, this is just really, really immense. And then start lumbering up the grade. But actually, it's turned out pretty nice today. It's cloudy here. We're in Tonopah. It's cloudy, and things are good. I'm tempted. The old cab over, of course, is a little bit slower than the rest, and so I'm tempted to maybe light out of here, but we'll see. Maybe not. Oh no, they're kicking around. We'll be ready to go shortly. Yeah. So my goal here is just to give you a little bit of an inside peek, and you can kind of just another angle of all this going on. Kind of busy enough trying to make sure things are all going the way they're supposed to go that I can't do a whole lot of filming, but I'll give you a few more sights. So quick little side note, Frank, if you're watching this, Frank from Oregon and your wife, just had a nice little chat with you there. You never know who you're gonna run into and where you're gonna run into them out here on the old road. All right, y'all. Well, I'm gonna kick the old check the oil and kick the old Pete in the ribs, but she, like I say, she's steady. She's slow and steady. So I don't want to speak too early, but I think we made it over the last worst of the hills.
Up the big hill, and only what, 205 was the hottest you got?
205. You know the old rhyme, 205, keep it alive.
That's right, stay cool.
So, a stark contrast to last year. We spent the night in Tonopah last night. One, we got like several hours more sleep.
Yes. Refreshed.
Like is a daisy. Yeah, like.
I smell just like one too.
Yeah, all of it. So, way more sleep at Tonopah, and also, we didn't let Heavy D lead out of Tonopah this time.
Well, we won first place out.
Yeah.
First one's up, first one's out.
Yeah. Me and Deese were like, we're just gonna sidle on out. And
Chick Mosey's probably an hour earlier when we first woke up.
Yep.
We'd still be in first place.
Yep. We're no longer in first place, but we're not going through Death Valley this time. So everybody's happy about that. The truck is happy about that. My personal comfort level is happy about that.
I'm happy.
Dave's happy.
The sheriff in Tonopah was super happy.
Oh, the dude, yeah. Tonopah sheriff, probably watching.
Yeah.
Dude's very happy. Very happy. Tonopah. What a place.
Nice place.
Nice little town. Nice little town.
New growing business going in down the end of the road.
Yep. Yeah, we met some growers there. They was growing. I'm not sure what. He just referred to themselves as
They're growing.
building some things for the growers.
He's a big guy. Maybe he's just growing.
Yeah, he was. He was tall and strong.
Handsome man.
Yeah. Yep. We are. We got one more. I think one more hill to kind of get up here, and then we drop down into Bishop.
California Overdrive all the way down.
Oh baby, you guys know about the old California Overdrive? It's a little secret we're gonna let you in on, okay? But you can't tell anybody.
Won't tell anyone.
Nobody, especially none of the law enforcement that may be prowling about.
Yeah.
So-
Look around right now. If you're watching this, look around. Make sure there's no law enforcement. If anyone's listening, turn the volume down or put your headphones in.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a second to do that. Okay, now California Overdrive. These old trucks, they're geared to drive a little bit slower. So the problem is when you start zooming down a big hill, the engine starts spinning really fast. And you don't want to push on your brakes because then you're going to burn your brakes. So that's where we enter California Overdrive. What it is, take the old shifter down here, pop it into
Neutral.
oh baby, 2 hands on the wheel, and you just knock
prayer in your heart.
Yes, prayer in your heart. Because each time you hit the bottom of that thing, you're doing about 95, just like all them drivers in California. Now you know the secret, and remember,
You didn't hear it from us.
nope, not us. Right here, you guys, perfect time, California Overdrive. 2,100 RPMs, and we just can't hold her back anymore. We're gonna let her fly. Got a license to go.
Gotta let her fly.
Oh, baby.
Woo-hoo! What I'm talking about. Where are we at?
Doing about 84.
84.
Yep. Hope that's not a cop up there.
Just under the speed limit, of course.
It's still got to be about 6 under what Heavy D's doing right now.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So. And we got old Jackknife Jim nipping at our heels back there somewhere.
Nipping?
No, not today, boys. California Overdrive.
Not today. What I'm talking about.
So we just crossed into California, and every time that I cross into California, something happens to my voice. I start to suckle again in Schwarzenegger, because in California he used to be the governor. I believe the governor, I always thought it was cool that the Terminator was the governor. And so every time I can't help it, my voice turns into like Arnold, then my muscles don't get any bigger, but my voice becomes like the governor. I cannot help it. Dave has the muscles, and I've got the voice, and together we make the governor.
Hey, listen. There's a lot of things to be envious of this guy of. He's got the impressions. You got truck envy. You got beard envy. But have you ever heard of jug envy? Here I am. I bring my jug that Jax gave me last year. I'm feeling sweet. I throw it up on the counter. 64 ounces of freedom. Oh, wait a second. Bam! He rolls in with the 100-ounce bladder.
You guys, if there's one thing you always want to stay on top of as a trucker, it's having the biggest and baddest tank on the road.
That's right. Be the most hydrated trucker you can be. That's what I've learned today. And as I see, I'm in second place. Second place in trucks, beards, voices of Arnold Schwarzenegger, and now jugs. I got a lot to move up in.
So everyone's been teasing me about my prudent driving. I just want the record to show I did overtake
That's Swift truck.
one truck, Dave.
Yep. Hey, that's one in the bag.
Hey, a truck is a truck.
That's not last place.
And ironically enough, I don't want to speak too soon, but I think we're gonna win.
We are in first place.
This road is very slow, and we slipped by everybody in town, and we're just crossing those fingers.
scenes.
Behind the scenes, baby. This is how we shoot everything.
Act like you're shooting something.
Good dad!
Probably so windy you can't hear nothing. Yeah, we're set. So we got all the equipment is unloaded at the bottom of the hill. We're waiting on H&S Heavy Haul. They're bringing a big excavator, and they're bringing the tank. Okay, this big old giant water tank, and they should be here within the hour, I believe. So we made one run up the hill to get kind of set up here and survey things a little bit, check it out, see what's shaking, and we're gonna head back down a little bit and unload the H&S boys, Harmon and the crew, and then see about getting this tank rigged up. I don't know if we're gonna, man, it's 5, 6, I bet it's gonna be about dark time we get it set up. So my guess, and we'll see, but my guess is that we're gonna end up getting that tank set over and getting it on, and then probably get her secured and ready to rock. And then I bet we'll get up tomorrow morning bright and early. You know, they really don't need to make bright and early 3 different words. Bright and early. It could have all been put into one word. Bright and early. Would have been just fine. But they didn't. They made it 3 words. Bright and early. Anyway, I'm guessing that we'll get down there bright and early, and we'll take the morning hours when it's nice and cool, so that truck will run nice and sweet, and lumber our way up here. I think where it's going is gonna work out pretty slick. So crazy, you guys. So many little moving parts and so much rough terrain, but gonna get her done.
Here, I'll share now.
It's just a little piece.
Just cut them up.
Okay. Just a few little slices.
One more on there, so now we just need to figure out how to go.
The morning breaks. Oh, I'm hiking. If you're wondering why I'm out of breath, I'll tell you why. 2 reasons. One is because I'm climbing up higher on the mountain under the power of my own 2 feet, which is a rarity around here. Lots of motorbikes, 4-wheelers, dune buggies, that kind of thing. But not old Battle Axe. Old Battle Axe just got the power of the foot. Climbing up. Okay. That's reason number 1. Reason number 2 is because I'm a truck driver, not a mountain climber. So, probably didn't pick the best time to give you an update. Wow. So, tank is down below. And today's job, this is the goal. We're gonna get that thing off. We're gonna set it down, get the hole scratched out, get it placed, get it set, and then our job here is finished. We'll go back down the mountain, reload, and just reverse course and boogie on back to the east. So that's the plan, that's the hope.
Yeah, get some Allen in there.
Guys ought to probably move this stuff.
How is the tank gonna get?
Ideally, if we have enough under the whole belly, just so they're touching at least on the belly, because I'd rather them touching ties than rock. Because even like the smallest one seems to weigh what, 500,000 pounds, something like that. And so, if we could, you know, I know it's gonna be a process, but probably.
The way to do it might be to just dig out a good platform for the feet.
Mm-hmm.
Freaked me out. He's like, you know, the littlest rock with that much weight on it, over time, you push a hole right through the tank. He kept telling me.
In case you hadn't picked up on it yet, they're still digging. It's kind of we're in a little moment where, like, there's nothing to do. It's kind of weird to say that, because last time we were here, it was just non-stop. There was constantly something like, do this, you got to do that. There's dirt that needs moved. There's foundations that need poured and forms that need built. And it was just crazy constant. But at the moment, it's, you know, Heavy D's digging, and Jimbo and Bud are cooped up in the air conditioning in the loader. We had like it was like a mad race to see who could get to the loader first this morning. And Jim was already in there, little turkey. So anyway, here we are, and just kind of waiting. This hole's gonna be finished up, and once the hole's out, then it's time to drop the tank in. That's gonna be the next tricky part. We're gonna be able to get the truck into a pretty good position, but just getting the tank off out of the cradles into the hole, you know, you only have 2 lift points. Ideally, you'd use a crane from way over above and just drop the tank in just right, but obviously we don't have that luxury. We have the excavator and the payloader. So between the two, we gotta try to finesse that thing down in and hope that it goes well. It's actually gone, you guys. It's one of these projects so far that's gone eerily smooth. You keep waiting. You're like, so what's the big catch this time? You know, last time we had so many hardships and hurdles to overcome with supply chain stuff, and just it's constant. But so far last night we're sitting there going, what's kind of the big deal? What are we waiting on? Like, what's the big bomb gonna be? And we're so close to being to the done point that there may not be a big bomb. So if we can just get that tank off without, you know, tweaking anything, get her set in the hole. The hole's like 13 feet deep. It's a big old thing. So the tank's being used for fire suppression. They need to have a good water system for the hotel, and also they need it in case the fire department's ever up here having to put out fires that would possibly be caused by a stray cigarette butt. Right,
Oh,
Bud?
wow.
No, Bud's very responsible with his cigarette butts.
I'm not just like,
You don't just look for the driest bush.
yeah.
What
you eating, bro?
I got a watermelon cigar.
What?
Yeah.
I thought that was a red carrot.
I mean, come on, you know, it looks like a red carrot or a watermelon cigar.
Grabbing the
All
saw
right.
now to cut her up.
Red's
All right,
plans.
Red. Thanks for letting us know.
Yeah, old Red. He's itching to have a little fun, as they say in the song.
I know. I want that. I'm gonna frame that in the hotel somewhere.
I'm just trying to imagine him like,
These guys don't understand what I'm saying.
guys, I better get back up there.
How can they not understand? The diagram's so easy to understand.
Where we have the saw?
Yeah, he's grabbing it.
You just cut those rubber ties we have, or if you want to cut yours, but ours are right there, we can start cutting them off.
Okay. And then if we need more, I guess we won't need more, but we got 10 more in the back of that Ford over there.
And 10 cut in half makes
7.
oh, 9.
Enough.
No,
12.
no. Rob's the only one that knows.
Cut in half.
Makes
It's 5. Now you have 5. It's easy.
Watch your back, Hanel. Gosh, I got. Yeah.
Funny they find a laser it, but they want to spend the time to pour like a nice footing.
The thing about it is, if it's 2 inches off, it doesn't really matter. This is off. Now we got enough. We got enough. Look at old Haynes up there. Well, y'all, bing, bang, boom, baby. See my sunburn? Yeah, the sun, it burns my face. I think it looks worse than it is. I don't think it's that bad. I think it's accentuated by this beautiful natural California filter. Okay, I'm having a weird and interesting night. I will tell you that. This is gross. I don't even think I can show you. I'm driving down the road trying to loosen my load. Just like the song. And my feet are just down here on the old floorboard. I'm trying not to be too graphic. My feet are down there on the floorboard. And what do I notice? A little gray mouse come out of somewhere and make its way onto the floorboard as I'm just driving, being very, very, very still. Now I've had this happen once before, you guys. Go ahead, now I can smell. I've had this happen once before. See, when you let the trucks, I keep this truck at my house at the winter because we have some cats that are real good at keeping the mice down. But you inevitably you park it in an area where there's no cats on the constant prowl, and mice traveling is through your stuff is a very real situation. So a while back, this was last maybe two fall runs ago when I was hauling cattle. I'm sitting there in the bed taking a snooze, and I hear in my little garbage sack, I hear a mouse rustling around, and I'm like, come on, can't find it. Finally, I buy a trap, and I actually set a trap on my truck, like right there. catch the mouse in the nighttime in the trap right next to my sleeper. And I'm like, oh, now I can finally rest. Well, then the next year, I'm trucking along and I look down on the floorboards. What do I see? A little mouse. That was actually in a different truck. So this time, I'm driving now. Fast forward to today, I'm just cruising down the road here in Idaho. And here comes this mouse. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to open my door as quick as I can while simultaneously shuffling my foot to the side and sweeping this mouse out the door onto the highway. Then I realized, as quick as mice are, there is no way in the world I'm going to be able to accomplish this. And by then, the mouse had gone back under the floorboard. Which now I'm thinking, I got to pull over and sleep, here up the road in a little bit. And now I'm going, how am I ever going to sleep knowing there's a mouse just cruising around in my truck? And as I'm pondering that, guess who makes another appearance on the floorboard? The mouse. So without even thinking, I take my left foot and I swiftly deliver justice. Couldn't have ended up being a more graphic, disgusting display. Don't ask me how. I'm wearing pretty soft shoes. Just give them a nice little squish stomp, and the mouse, literally, I'll just leave it to your imagination. But now that's on my floorboard. That's sitting there on the floorboard between my legs. I'm going to show you, but I'm going to try to keep this. Oh yeah, in the darkness you won't see much. There's the scene. Ah, come on. Just completely exploded. Come on, man. Come on, man. Why couldn't you go live in the fields like a regular mouse? You're not supposed to live in a truck. You're supposed to live in the fields. Like, little bunny Foo-Foo and his folk, Come on. First a little elk, now a mouse. Where is the sun? Oh, you guys, it just is worse. It just I know it's just a mouse, but I couldn't. I tried flicking it out the door while I was kind of poking along here, and I couldn't do it. It wouldn't flick out the side. It just wouldn't go. So I finally had to pull over and got the main parts out. And all I had is a little Diet Mountain Dew in here. I know. Most people don't like it. Had a little Diet Mountain Dew. Had to sprinkle on the floor. Give her the rinse, the Mountain Dew rinse. Oh. I hope that none of you ever have to do that. It was just not pleasant, all right? Let's just get down the road. No more small things getting run over and stuff, okay? Or squished. No more. We're done. No more of that.